All right, all right, all right. All right, let me get my coffee together. You dig? I can't do no conversation, no debating without the coffee. All right. So let me before I cook on this, let me cook on this coffee. But I do want to say that I realize the issue with two, let's say, reporters speaking on sports without athletes, former athletes or current athletes with them. And I realized the problem with athletes speaking on sports without the writers with them. It's a good sense of balance. The players you can see from Ocho Cinco. If you, I know you guys watch Night's Cap. If you watch Ocho Cinco, he's reluctant to criticize players. You see the issue there? Players and former players are really like they're like the you know how police officers got the blue badge coalition, the brotherhood, where they don't dime each other out. Well, players and former players kind of have that same brotherhood and sisterhood where they are reluctant to criticize each other. You'll see even like Shannon Sharp be like, yo, Ocho, like really? Like Ocho Cinco, he believes everybody's great. Oh no, I mean you can be playing bad as you could be playing bad as let's say give me somebody. You could be playing bad as what's the old boy? I ain't gonna say nobody good. I ain't gonna be controversial. The boy from Jacksonville, right? Now we all Lawrence, we all know he's not a horrible quarterback. But if you're playing bad, we got to call out your bad play. But that doesn't mean you're a bad player. But there are some players who play bad, and as a result, they are bad players. Okay, so decent players, solid players can have a bad year. It doesn't mean they're bad. Trevor Lawrence can have a bad year. It doesn't mean he's bad. Russell Wilson, well, he's solidified, but we talking about the up and comings. Um, some people still on the hook, like for his, like Kyle, Miss Tyler, the dude from Arizona. He can play bad. It doesn't mean he's bad. Like we know he's not bad. Golf. Okay, golf might be perfect. Golf can have he has some years that's not the best, but we know he's not bad. Okay, he's a solid quarterback. He's definitely a starter. But there are some quarterbacks who are like gray area, like Trubisky. Like Trubisky is a case in point where we can say he's a bad. We can concrete 10 toes down stomp and say 10. We could step on it, stomp on it, and we could say, yo, Trubisky is a bad quarterback. He's not awful, meaning that he can play as a backup. Awful means you shouldn't be in the league at all. Like when everybody's hurt, you can come in. Okay, so like that's awful. So you have awful quarterbacks. You got all the backup quarterbacks on the Vikings. They're all of them awful. Like they can all be removed out of the NFL. Nobody would care. So like those are awful quarterbacks. Flacco's not awful. Flacco, if anything, you can say before he lit it up on the Browns. Let's say last year when he left, when the Jets didn't resign him, he didn't play good. He's not bad. He's not awful. He could still back up, but you wouldn't really think that he could win, but he is. So we know that, he just solidified like he's a decent quarterback. Okay. All right. But what I want to further talk about is the disconnection when you have two writers talking sports without the ex athletes themselves to like create the balance. And when you have two former players or current players, like we're seeing the the downside of both. Okay. Like I say, Ocho Cinco don't want to criticize anybody. A writer does not have the critique problem. You dig? A writer has the problem as far as emphasizing and sympathizing what players go through it day in and day out. That's why, like, they were, like, for example, let's say if D'Angelo did a juke cut, whatever the term you want to use for it. But he went left, like a hard left, just to cut and go pivot and go back right. Okay. Now let's say if he went hard left, then he faked right and LeBron threw the ball, then he went back left, right? By the ball going out of bounds, it's possible that a writer can say, hey, man, that's a bad pass from LeBron James. D'Angelo is nowhere over there, you see? Because the writer probably never played ball ever, and definitely not on that level. Like the chemistry that's involved with high level of play, a writer could never fathom. So now, this is where a current player, former player can say, no, what happened was Russell was supposed to keep going right. He faked left, pivot, went back right. He was supposed to keep going. He had him beat. He went back left for the three ball. So LeBron, with the IQ he has, he sees the layup is there. He throws the ball. He goes back, and LeBron like holding his hips, hands on his hip. So this is something that former and current athletes can pick up on and give commentary on that will give the show, that balance where they're not being overcritical. Okay. So I'm gonna cook on some things. The emotions is gonna be there for some of you guys. So I'm gonna throw the phone number in there. But some of you who can't control their emotions, you LeBroned out, but I can't criticize. So and then I see also I see let me add the access code too. So I see I'm watching Gilbert Arenas and Shannon Sharp today. So now they're reluctant to criticize LeBron, right? So here we go again. This is what the players do that's bad. So they're reluctant. So, okay, let me give another case in point of writers. So you see some news come out about a former player, and all the facts are not even in. There's no conviction, and there might not be any charges. A writer will talk about it as though everything's like the done deal. Athletes won't be so quick to be judgmental on a current athlete or even a former athlete's, controversy, dealing with the law or allegations. They'll be reluctant to even speak on it until all the facts are in. A writer the Stephen A. I'm just throwing names out. Definitely that thing, Malik Andrews. They're definitely going to jump all over it, okay, and make a big mess out of something that's not even concrete yet. All right, give me a second. Okay. So they're being reluctant to be critical on LeBron James because he's currently playing. He's still very relevant in the sport of basketball. Okay, very, very relevant. However, they were able to be all the way honest on Carmelo Anthony because he's less relevant. He's a former player, and they were able to be absolutely truthful on Carmelo. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what a writer wouldn't have that bias. A writer will speak on how they really feel about the Lakers and LeBron's play or lack thereof, and they will also be equally unbiased speaking on Carmelo, his controversial statements about Jokic, the Joker. All right, so let me cook. Let me cook. Literally, let me get my coffee together. I'm about to go in for a little while. I won't be here long. I won't be here long. And I felt like, you see, this is why the Stephen A's, this is why the skips are relevant. They are needed. Even though, like, you might have your issues with them, and they might even have their protected players. But what they're not going to do is hold back on a current player, right? Too much. They're going to let you have it. So this is why they're needed. Okay, the Andrews are not needed in the sport. We don't need the Andrews speaking on anything. Andrews should even be around the sport. The Andrews should be covering, gymnastics, something else. They shouldn't be allowed to even, be around sports, period, but definitely male sports. Okay. So let me cook. Let me cook. what they call her, Miss Andrews, Miss Andress. I don't know. They call her Miss Andrews, Miss Andress. I'll be forgetting. Is her name? Is her name? Is her first name letter? Is her first letter of her name M, and the last name Andress? Is it Andress or is it Andrews? I get tongue tied. I don't really know. All right, hold on. Let me get my coffee cup ready. So I'm going to talk. So now, they were talking about LeBron play and lack thereof. They're like really pussyfooting because they feel like LeBron's still powerful and he might have a problem with it. And so, um, Gilbert Arenas and Shannon Sharp, they really like careful of how they critique um, LeBron. It's very interesting. But you'll see Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. They won't be so reserved. Like they will go in a little more. This is why I would like to have them opposing a former athlete as they go in on current athletes because they would say what they believe is missing. All right, so they will say what they believe is missing from the former athlete current commentary, criticism, or praise. All right, so watch this. So now, uh, Skip, so Skip doing his thing. So Shannon Sharp and Gilbert Arenas, they're talking about they're comparing Michael Jordan to LeBron, and they're saying, "Hey, man, we need to cut LeBron some slack because when Michael Jordan was playing for the Wizards at this time, nobody bothered him." And see, and I thought that was like a disingenuous argument. When Michael Jordan was back in the league, okay, we all felt like he was done. Like that was unanimous decision. Like we all felt like he was done. He just back because he loved the sport. And if he can get some success out of any year with the Wizards, he'll take it. Okay. But this was really all of us felt like he just playing just for the love of basketball. None of us believed that he could compete on a high level. None of us believed he could guard the Kobe's, the Pennies, and all these AI, all these relevant guys and the new guys coming in. None of us felt like that. Okay. So, but had LeBron retired, let's say for a year or two and came back in as a Laker or whoever, we would give LeBron that same courtesy. LeBron made it clear that he still believes he's the best in the NBA. He still is looking for a ring. They're adding pieces. Michael Jordan joined a horrible Wizards team. They had Popeye Jones on there, man. They had Popeye Jones. Rip Hamilton, what even Rip was his name was his name was his name like Rick Hamilton. He wasn't even Rip Hamilton at that time. He was a rookie or a year in. He wasn't like he started to pick it up with Michael Jordan, but he didn't come Rip Hamilton to the Detroit Pistons. All right. So so I think that was like a disingenuous comparison from this Lakers team that's built to win. This Lakers team are trading draft picks. They're doing all these things, letting people go, getting other people in because they're trying to win a championship now, not later. Michael Jordan joined. Oh yeah, Kwame Brown was on that team. So you got Popeye Jones, you got Kwame Brown. So I really felt like that was a dishonest comparison with LeBron and his current Laker team with AD. Like, come on, man, you got AD. Are you serious? And they got high hopes for Austin Reeves. This guy was just overseas playing for the Olympic team, representing America. They got Hachimura. They got Prince. Like, come on, like these guys are 10 times better than Michael Jordan cast. And I can show you another big man on Michael Jordan's Wizards team, straight trash. Like, we don't even know. Like his first year, we didn't even know these guys. see from my view, you see, but like you're proving my point. The fact that you're saying they need Zach LaVine is letting you know that this is a champion. The Lakers team is a champion caliber team. So that's why it's a unfair comparison that Gilbert Arenas and Shannon Sharp was making with the Michael Jordan Wizards team. Nobody was saying who Michael Jordan needs. Hey, you know what? If he just get if he just get Chris Charles, he'll. Nobody was saying that. Like we really just felt like Michael Jordan was just playing for the Wizards because I think he own with some craziness. Um, but he was playing with his draft pick, Kwame Brown, I guess to save himself. He even drafted Kwame Brown. So the simple fact you're saying who the Lakers still need to compete for a ring makes it an unfair comparison between the Lakers and Michael Jordan's Wizards. Very unfair. All right, so give me a second. Let me prepare this coffee. So from my view, said LeBron's a little bit better than Scottie Pippen. I disagree with that. I think he's like 10 times better than Scottie Pippen. So I heard Shannon Sharp bring up the rings. He said, well, if it's about rings, then we got, other guys with 6 rings. We got, God damn, I can't think of these guy. Celtics guy. What's his name? Bill, Bill, oh my God, I lost the words. Hold on. Bill Russell. Bill Russell. Okay. All right. So we got Bill Russell. So he was like, yeah, we got Bill Russell. He got all the rings. So is it about rings or is it about points? LeBron got all the points. We start hearing these crazy arguments. And then LeBron had like 1,200 games or some crazy record, 1,500 games with the I guess, double digit points, something like that, which is our all insane, achievements, individual achievements. Okay. So I'm here to tell you guys why Michael Jordan is called the GOAT, the best ever. Okay. It's not for the most points. It's not for the most rings, obviously. Okay. He's called the GOAT. Listen carefully. Document this in your brain. Are you ready? He's called the GOAT because he was the best NBA player when he first touched the court. His rookie year, he was the best NBA player in the entire league. Michael Jordan was never not the best NBA player. That's why he's called the GOAT. Plus the rings, plus the points, plus this clutch shots, all this other stuff. He's the best NBA player ever because he was never not the best. LeBron was not the best when you got Giannis dominating, Embiid dominating, and you have Jokic dominating. Okay, so LeBron was not the best for a while. But I would say, I don't know, which I want to argue. The last 5 years, he was not the best NBA player. He was up there, but he wasn't the best. Michael Jordan was the best his entire Bulls career. He was always the best NBA player. Everybody was always second, third, fourth, fifth. There was never a time where Michael Jordan was not the best NBA player as a Bull. Okay, that's why he's the GOAT. Write that down, take a picture, borrow my argument. So it's not a stat. The stats are included, makes it even better, but he was always the best player, even when he was a rookie. The so-called GOATs at that time crowned him as a rookie. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, they were the best. And they said Michael Jordan was the best. Okay, right away. So the crown was passed to Michael Jordan. Okay, that's why he's the best, right? So now that's out the way. You get it? So again, Michael Jordan is considered the GOAT, not because he got the most points, the most championships. He's the best because he was always the best NBA player his entire Bulls career. There was never a time where he was not the best. When I say never a time, I'm saying even as a rookie, he was always the best NBA player. That's why he's the GOAT. Nobody else can say that. You can't say that about anybody else. They were always the best. Okay. Now, LeBron 10 times better than Pippen. Pippen can't do nothing. LeBron. Like, nah, hell no. Pippen can't. Now, LeBron is deserving. He's in the conversation, hands down. He's definitely there. He's definitely up there with Magic Johnson. In my opinion, he's better than Kobe Bryant. Okay. In my opinion, he's better than Dwayne Wade. I highly regard Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. LeBron is better than both of them. I ain't gonna cap. LeBron body of work is probably Shaq. Yeah, oh wait, Shaq. Yeah, Shaq. I'm not comparing Shaq. So Shaq, after Michael Jordan retired, it was Shaq's league. And then LeBron picked it up from there. So you're right. So Kobe and Dwayne Wade never had a moment where they were the best in the NBA. It was Michael Jordan, it was Shaq, and then it was LeBron. So I agree. I mean, Kobe and Carmelo, like these guys played great, but they were never like the hands down best in the NBA. It was Shaq, Michael Jordan. So it was like Bird. It was Bird, Magic, then Michael Jordan, then Shaq, then LeBron, and now Curry. You could say Curry snuck in there, but yeah. But don't forget, I'm saying, I'm saying, if we want to go off when they first touched the court, LeBron and Shaq is there. Not Kobe, not Wade. This is why they're not there and they cannot be there. Okay. LeBron and Shaq showed up as soon as they put their feet on the floor their first year. They showed out right away. But Michael Jordan was uncomparable to their starts and anybody else start. So that's why Michael Jordan is the best. Please write that down. Okay. And that's why it's too late for everybody else. You have to be the best in the NBA when you first start and continue that all the way until you retire. Michael Jordan was the best all the way until he retired officially as a Bull. He was the best player in the NBA. Even that last championship that year, he was the best NBA player in the league. Okay, Shaq ain't take the crown until he joined the Lakers. So I want to put things in perspective. That's why he's the best. That's the standard. Because when he was called the best, when Michael Jordan was called the GOAT, did he have all the points? Did he have all the championships? No. So that was never his measurement. He was called the GOAT in spite of having all the points and in spite of having all the championships. You see, he was called the GOAT because he was the best in the NBA every time, every year. That's why. So Isaiah Thomas can hate, oh man, they took him out, we beat him. Yeah, but he was the best. Isaiah, name a time where you or any of your colleagues or peers or players were better than Michael Jordan, bro. Y'all had better teams, but when he got a good cast, you couldn't beat him. Oh yeah, nah, I agree. Shaq don't need rings. Just like yeah, I got lost with words today. Just like what's the dude that scored? Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain doesn't need rings either. Like and these guys are up there. They don't like some guys don't need rings. Just like some NFL players, well, quarterbacks need rings, but just like some wide receivers and running backs don't need rings and they're still the best ever. Um, yeah, so NBA players, some guys don't need just like boxing. Some guys don't need belts and they're still like the best. Um, so I agree. Shaq don't need all the rings. Shaq don't need all the rings. So I agree with Gilbert Arenas when he said this because it's kind of I understand it's kind of tricky, but he said he got Shaq as his number four, number five all time, but Shaq is his first pick overall. So I felt an issue with that comment. And Shannon Sharp kind of let it go. He didn't challenge them. But this is what I'm saying. This is why you need a balance. So former players, they always be like, nah, who are you unbiased? You ain't never played in college. It's like, yeah, but I'm like the writer guy. I'm gonna be more honest because I don't have that connection. I don't have that brotherly code where I can't talk about these guys. You see, you do. And that's why you're flawed because you played high school, college, and maybe some pro stuff. You played that. So you have this connection to those guys that I don't. So I could be more real. I could be more unbiased about my sports. Unbiased sports. But credit to you, I'm also not going to know why something didn't happen. A play failed. A game was lost. You are going to be able to give more insight why a game was lost. If Skywalker wasn't in the league with Jordan, I would have Skywalker close and not hell no. Hell no. Skywalker just was jumping off the damn roof. And that dude had no. I mean, I'm not gonna disrespect him, but he was just a good. He was like a Zach Levine. If you want to give a comparison of today's time, I would say Kenny Skywalker. That's his name. Was like Zach Levine of today, and nobody thinks Zach Levine is like the best in the NBA. Not like that. Yeah, nah. Skywalker in the hell no. Nah. Pippen was not that good, but he was decent. He was looking back at Pippen, he was not that good. And look at the same year. Look at the next year he took over the Bulls. Like look at Pippen's stats. Okay, Michael Jordan is no longer there. It's your team. You take the last shot. You make sure your team win. And like he did good with the team. The team did good, but Pippen's stats. Like matter of fact, let me just Google. All right, let's start. All right, let's start using Google right now. Let's start using Google. All right. Now let's start sourcing up because I think y'all giving Pippen too much credit. All right, come on. I think y'all giving Pippen too much credit. All right, let's look at his career. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so this is kind of it. Um, basketball reference. This have everything, but I'd be kind of lost when I go here. Like, I'm not the best maneuvering through this thing. All right, okay, all right, it's good enough. All right. So what year did Michael Jordan leave? Was it 90 this 97? Was it this year right here? Come on, man. Was it the 90? Look at this now. This is why I don't like all these pop-ups. Now I lost my place. Where I can't even where are we going? Why I can't get to where I need to go? Yeah, what just happened? All right, god damn. All right. What year did Michael Jordan officially lead the NBA? Was it the 96-97 year? Help me out. Jordan took Skywalker moves. All right. Well, look, give me Skywalker full name. I'm a YouTube on the spot. Give me YouTube. Give me YouTube. All right. All right. All right. I need to know when did Michael Jordan, like what bat? Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna look at Michael Jordan. Yeah, I'll do this. I'll do one better. Let me look at Michael Jordan stats, and then I'll see that he's not on the Bulls. Let's go. All right. This is the GOAT. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All these damn pop-ups, man. And you click, it's gonna. All right. So Michael Jordan. God damn, man. Look at this. And it kicks me out. What the hell is what is we here for? All these pop-ups and it kicks me out and I can't get back to my place. All right. So Michael Jordan, he his last year was the okay, so the star must mean championship. So Michael Jordan left the league in 97, 98 that year. So that means that 98, 99, Pippen took over. Okay. So look at this guy. He played 82 games. This is amazing. 82, 82, 80, 78. I think he came back mid-season right here or season over. 82, 8. This is why and that's another thing. 81. He's the GOAT because durability. Hey, look at this, yo. Oh my, yo, 82, 82, 81, 82, 82, 80, 78. He just missed 4 games, yo. 82. Hey, yo, this yo, you got these dudes sitting out lasting 20 years. Yeah, you're not playing. You're lasting, growing injuries, you're lasting all these years because you're not playing. But they call it time management, player management. This guy is playing. This year he got hurt. 82, 82, 82, 81, 82, 82, 80, 80, 78, 82, 82. Yo, hey, oh yo, are you serious? Yo, this dude played. So he was the GOAT every damn night for all of his damn near all of his career. All right. All right. My God. All right. Where is points per game? God damn it. That's why I hate coming to like places like this. You would think that'd be the most important stat. Yo, this guy played almost every year. He played almost every game. Okay. Can I get to the points per game? No. What kind of bullshit is this? How am I coming to a stat where there's no points? All right. So 97, 98. That means 98, 99. So this year right here, this was Scottie Pippen year to shine as a Bull. Michael Jordan's gone. Scottie, you got it. Let's see what happened. So don't forget 98, 99. All right. So we're here. Right here. This is right here. That can't be right because he played a year without Jordan and the Knicks beat him. I think Hubert Davis hit the free throws. They said Scottie fouled him, which I don't believe he did. Yeah. So something is wrong because he played a whole year without Michael Jordan. All right. So something's not adding up here. God damn it. Okay. So something's not adding up. So here, all right. You know what? Let me get out of this shit. This reference. They trying to be too cute with all the damn stats. They just make it simple, man. God damn. I didn't even want to go there. Trying to make it so like complicated. I don't want to stay talking about this. I just want to get in and get out, like a bank robber. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, I think the cross, does this mean the championship? Yeah, I cannot believe that the game's played. Like that is amazing. And it's funny how That's not mentioned. Okay, here we go. So let's get to the look at okay, the points. Look, this is his rookie year. This is why I say he was never not the best player. This is his first year. He averaged 28.2 his first year. That was like unheard of at that time. He was the best NBA player when he first laced his shoes as a professional player on the Chicago Bulls. He averaged 28.2. Remember, he's called the GOAT not because of the most rings, not because of the most um, championships, more so how durable the hell he was. God, this dude was a Westbrook. this dude was this dude was Russell Westbrook. 82, 80. I just cannot believe this right here. This guy played almost his whole career. He played every game. If that is just amazing. Look at his field goal percentage. He's above 500. He's above 500 or damn near. He's kind of 500. Most of his years. All right. So I want to get to the year he retired. All right. I mean that's just amazing. That's just amazing. Okay. So I don't remember Scottie Pippen. I could have sworn Scottie Pippen played and got fouled. I could have sworn there was a year he Scottie played as a Bull without Michael Jordan. But so okay, so that is championships. Okay. So oh, it was 94, 95. Wait, was it? Because he retired at yo, am I tripping? All right, let me do Wikipedia on Scottie Pippen. All right, David Thompson. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna look up David Thompson. You might be right. Everybody borrows. Okay. Okay. So now I invited one person in particular to watch this show. All right. So I hope he's watching. He says he's driving. He says, he don't want to handle the phone because that's illegal. So I sent him the link. I said, brother, as you're driving, you don't have to. All right. Okay. Let's look at Scottie Pippen. Ah, boy. All right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So this is saying he played, but this is even worse. They're saying as soon as Michael Jordan retired, they kicked his ass off the Bulls. Let's go. So now he's all right. So now look at his stats. All right. So we expect that to happen. But all right. So let me go to the year where Michael Jordan didn't. All right. So I'm gonna go that year. I'm gonna go to the year where Michael Jordan left, right? And he came back and played for 17 games. So I'm gonna go to 94, 95. Let's look at Scottie Pippen's stats at 94, 95. Let's see if he went crazy scoring or did he do exactly what he did under Michael Jordan. So 94, 95. Let's see if something changed. All right. So not right here. So this right here. 2.9. Remember 2.9. 2.9, 2.9. Yo, this dude averaged less. He was at 22 with Michael Jordan by himself. He averaged 22, I mean 21. This dude literally played the same. Okay, so stop comparing Scottie Pippen to LeBron James. Stop it. That's very disrespectful. Compare Scottie Pippen to Zach LaVine or one of those guys. Stop comparing Scottie Pippen to LeBron James. That's very, very disingenuous and that's disrespect. Like, there's no comparison. This guy ain't played no better without Michael Jordan. All right. Like, so he's literally just a helper. That's all he is. All right. Get out of there. Yeah. Come on. There's no comparison. This guy played the same way without Michael Jordan. So yeah, stop it. So if anybody thought that he couldn't win without Scottie, stop it. Stop it. He could have traded Scottie for Grant Hill and went even crazier. Or, I would even say J.R. Ryder was nice. You had Michael Finley. Like there were some guys who can ball. Steve Smith that he could have had over there. Um, Sean Kemp. Like, come on. All right. So so now we see why Michael Jordan is called the GOAT. It was never because of points or the most points. It was never because he had the most championships. It was because he was always the best player in the NBA. He was never not I'm double negative. He was never not the best player in the NBA. He was always the best player in the NBA before retiring for good. Okay. Let me say this because y'all a little semantical guy. So he was before retiring from the Chicago Bulls. He was always the best player in the NBA. That's why LeBron James was very good when he came in, but he was not the best NBA player with Shaq and Kobe and Al Iverson. All right. So Shaq was very good, but he was not the best player when he joined. Okay, you had the Ewings, the Olajuwons; they were the best player, and Michael Jordan. So that's why stop comparing Pippen to LeBron. LeBron was always like good. Pippen was not always good. Okay, Dirk Nowitzki was not always good. Jokic was not always good. Embiid was not always good. Giannis was not always good. Okay, so these guys, Curry was always good. Allen Iverson was good. Kobe was not always good. Dwayne Wade was not always good. He was decent. He was decent on Charlotte, but he wasn't like, he's good. No, he's one of the best. No, he wasn't that. But he's definitely a dog. And Dwayne Wade get disrespected. Dwayne Wade get disrespected as far as how great he was. Dwayne Wade I think Kobe is like the most overhyped NBA player ever. Okay, I think we got made up stories on Kobe, and I love Kobe, but I might present an argument that Dwayne Wade was better than Kobe Bryant. Okay, this guy gets an old Shaq and win. Kobe had prime Shaq and was losing. Dwayne Wade gets an old Shaq and wins. As soon as he get him, LeBron James go to a stacked squad with all these guys and they lose. I mean, they made it there, but they lost. So yeah, I don't know, man. Dwayne Wade, he disrespected. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say that somebody. I'm gonna be honest. Outside of Michael Jordan, as far as guards and small forwards and point guards, it's really hard for me to spit out my mouth that somebody is better than Dwayne Wade. It's really hard for me when I look at how great he was and his body of work and what he did as soon as he touched his, tied his sneakers. It's really hard to say someone is better than him. We're talking about guards, like little guys. We're not talking about the Tim Duncans and Dirk Nowitzkis and Pat Ewings. We're talking about anybody like 6'7" and smaller. It's really hard to say anybody 6'7" and smaller is better than Dwayne Wade. LeBron clearly was. All right. That's why LeBron is like next tier. LeBron is up there with Michael Jordan and Shaq and those guys, Magic Johnson, But outside of those, and Larry Bird, but outside of those, Bill Russell, but outside of those guys, Will Chamberlain, outside of those guys, like Dwayne Wade, man, I gotta say, y'all gonna be some haters. Y'all gonna be biased, but Dwayne Wade might be better, might was better than Kobe Bryant. I know y'all be capping. All I know is that Jeremy Lin dropped like 40 on Kobe Bryant. He tried that. He tried that on Dwayne Wade. The Lin sanity was over when he played against the Heat. People was like, I knew it. Like he was literally exposed. Dwayne Wade was all over that, all over, and Lin can ball. Like he deserved to be in the NBA. He was hyped up, but he wasn't hyped up as though he did not belong in the NBA. He belonged there. He was very good. He belonged in the NBA. When I say very good, I mean like I ain't saying like top level. I'm saying like, he was very good. Like he can ball. He can ball. Like he deserved to be a back like a Chris Childs. I look at Jeremy Lin like a Chris Childs. He was better than Charlie Ward ever was, but I look at him as like a Chris Childs, especially before Chris Childs got hurt the first time. But that's how I look at Jeremy Lin. So they wasn't good, but they were decent, respectable. They'll give you 25, 30 if you try to disrespect them, leave them open, halfway guard them. Yeah, they'll score 25, 30, both of them. So I look at Jeremy Lin like a Chris Child, but better than Charlie Ward. But Chris Child, I'll say Eric Snow. I could throw Eric Snow in that class. Eric Snow, Jeremy Lin, Chris Child, that group right there. I think LeBron had one of them. Like slightly, he was better than Boobie Gibson. Matter of fact, if LeBron would have had Jeremy Lin as opposed to Boobie Gibson, LeBron probably could have won that year. Any championship he had with Boobie Gibson, if you get rid of Boobie Gibson and you put Jeremy Lin on that squad, I would say LeBron probably wins that championship. That's not cap. That's not cap. All right, Rondo's one of yeah. Now Rondo definitely changed the game, and like you could tell when people are super great. You can tell when NBA players are super great is because they revolutionized the game. Like you have the kids, the newer generation playing like you. So Michael Jordan, and I'm gonna look up David Thompson. That name sound more familiar now. But I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna show some highlights. But check this out. Um, Kyrie Irving, his ability, he got kids trying to play like him now. Like that's called greatness. You got Stephen Curry, obviously. I would say Carmelo. I would say before Carmelo, you really and Dirk Nowitzki too, but more so. I think Dirk was great, but I don't think he influenced big people to play like him. And I don't think Jokic is also influencing big people to play like him. But I think Carmelo, when I was playing ball, I believe I started seeing big guys would no longer like take me down low. They was trying to shoot 3 pointers like and like fade away. You know what I mean? So I believe Carmelo changed the game for like the big guys. He had all of them trying to like be a shooting guard. Um, Steve Nash, more so for white people and Hispanics and Philippines. Anybody non-black, Steve Nash revolutionized basketball. He had everybody non-black trying to play like him. So to grant your point with Rondo, when Rondo brought his game to the NBA, he had everybody black that's a point guard trying to play like him. Not everybody, but a large portion of black folks stole Rondo game. So Rondo and Steve Nash, they were very influential, and of course Magic Johnson. Like who was not trying? Look how great as Jason Kidd was. We say, hey, Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade, these are wannabe Michael Jordans. Hey, Jason Kidd was a wannabe Magic Johnson, but that wannabe is not a knock because they played damn near like Kobe and Dwayne Wade played damn near like Michael Jordan, and Jason Kidd played damn near like Magic Johnson with those passes, even White Chocolate. And then, but you could say Magic Johnson got it from Pistol Pete, you know. But what I'm saying is, listen, what I'm saying is when Pistol Pete was doing his thing, there was nobody trying to mock him, and definitely no stars trying to mock him. what I'm saying is when Magic Johnson did it, it changed the game because people started trying to pass like Magic Johnson. They were not trying to pass like Pistol Pete. Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, they were trying to pass like Magic Johnson. So people with the handle right now, they're trying to dribble like Kyrie. In their mind, they're not thinking of Isaiah Thomas. They're not thinking about Tim Hardaway. They're thinking about Kyrie Irving. And when people shoot, they're not thinking about Reggie Miller. Okay, they're thinking about Stephen Curry. And when Michael Jordan is like unsaid, like Shaq, you couldn't even duplicate that if you wanted to. But not Shaq, Michael Jordan. Everybody they made a commercial like what they should do on like Stephen. To be honest, Stephen Curry game and what he did for basketball is probably duplicate, identical to what Michael Jordan did in the Jordan game. Everybody and their mother want to play like Michael Jordan, and everybody and their mother trying to play like Stephen Curry. Everybody is taking. Yeah, you got Dame Time. All these people are trying to play like Curry. His peers stole his game. Like the only peer that stole Michael Jordan game at that time was like baby Michael Jordan, Harold Miner. He did, and then later Kobe and these guys. But that's also a sign of greatness when you got a whole wave of your peers and the next generation playing like you. That's a knock I would give LeBron James. Nobody's trying to play like him. This is when you give and this is when okay. So when Manu Ginobili broke that Euro step, that was awesome. That was beautiful. It could not be stopped. But nobody was trying to mirror him. Or even the Euro step until Dwayne Wade tried it. When Dwayne Wade started, but nobody could do what Dr. J did. So nobody was mimicking him. Only Michael Jordan could do that, and then they mimic Michael Jordan. What I'm saying is, just because you were the first to do it, doesn't mean people will try to do it after that person. It took a Michael Jordan to want to do that. Okay. Okay. So when Dwayne Wade started to Euro step, everybody in the NBA was Euro stepping. Even though Manu Ginobili did it first, and he probably did it better. Manu Ginobili probably did it better than Dwayne Wade. But it took Dwayne Wade to do it for the whole culture to do it next. Dwayne Wade killed that Euro step, bro. I was so mad. I remember balling at that time, guarding this black dude. This dude is Euro stepping all over me. Like, how you guard that? And we called him Dwayne Wade. We ain't call him Manu Ginobili. Yeah, all those dark skinned dudes, like solid build, you know what I mean, with a low haircut, trying to look like Dwayne Wade. Yo, but Steve Nash did it for white boys. I started to get killed by white boys in the court when they borrowed that Steve Nash game. I was so mad, like mother. He hit white boy step. They started to dribble, pass, shoot, get all their fundamentals down pat. They started to like do me dirty out there. Yeah. So and then of course Allen Iverson, the crossover. People stole that. You know what I mean? People took that. Everybody and mother, Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, everybody took the Allen Iverson crossover. And still now people doing it. Like people do it better now because it's not a carry, but I like to carry a little bit. People do it better now, but they wouldn't be trying it if it wasn't for Allen Iverson. They say Allen Iverson stole it from a guy at a playground park in Philly somewhere, possibly. It's probably a true story. But again, don't forget, the guy who was doing it, we're not doing it because he did it, the first guy. We're all trying to do it after Allen Iverson. So it's not about who did it first. It's the person who makes us want to do it. That's the person who gets the credit. That's the person who is the father of the move. The father of the move is this. Okay, everybody doing this move, but you don't make it look beautiful where somebody want to try it after you. When I do it, I'm so effective with it, and it looks so dope, it looks so beautiful, that everybody want to do it because they seen the way I did it. So Stephen Curry, Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant. So I got to add Kobe there. Kobe Bryant got so many students. Bookers, the Wiggins, Tatum, and they all give him his credit. Like none of them like hide that it was him. Kobe Bryant had too much pride to say Michael Jordan, but goddamn well it's Michael Jordan. But Kobe boys will say not Kobe. That's. And I remember one young dude. They was like, yeah. So how did LeBron help you out with your like coming up? He said, and the dude stopped the reporter and said, nah, it wasn't LeBron. It was Kobe Bryant. So what I'm saying is, this is not a knock. This is facts. See, this is something a former or current athlete wouldn't do or say. I'm saying the obvious. Nobody who borrowed LeBron moves. What is LeBron move that's being borrowed? So when we talk about greatness, let's not just stop with stats, points, because Michael Jordan wasn't called the GOAT because of that. Michael Jordan is called the GOAT for the reasons I'm listing now. So write this stuff down. So when you go back to the barbershop, you win. Just ask them, hey, because they're going to say, hey, Michael Jordan don't have the most points. He don't have the most championships. Let them finish and say, bro, let me ask you a question. When Michael Jordan was called the GOAT, did he have the most championships? No. Did he have the most points? No. Okay. You see? So he wasn't called the GOAT because of that. Why? If he didn't have those things and he was called the GOAT, why was he called the GOAT? You put it back on him. Well, you know what? Set him up better. Set him up better. Set him up better. Here's the setup. Say, hey, I agree. He didn't have those things. But let me ask you this. When Michael Jordan was balling, was he called the GOAT? So before the LeBron conversation, who was the GOAT? So they're gonna cap, they're gonna list names at Kobe. This okay. All right, before those guys, who was the GOAT? They're forced to say Michael Jordan. And then be patient with these trolls. Once they say Michael Jordan, you say, ah. So when he was called the GOAT, did he have the most points? No. Did he have the most championships? No. Okay. Brother, sister. Why was he called the GOAT then? They're going to be quiet. You said, let me help you out. All right, all right. Well, look, tonight, you're on sharp tonight. Call in tonight. So Michael Jordan wasn't called the GOAT because of the points and the championships. He was called the GOAT because he was the best NBA player when he first laced up as a Chicago Bull, as a professional basketball player, professional NBA player. He was never not the GOAT as a Chicago Bull. He was always the best player in the world from day one, his rookie year, all the way till he retired officially as a Chicago Bull. He was always the best player ever. He was never not the best player in the NBA. All right, that's one. Number two, this guy played damn near every game of his career. Yo, this dude played 82 seasons, like out of like 12, 13 years as a Chicago Bull. He played 82 seasons, like most of the, probably 80%. I cannot believe I seen that. This guy played 82, 82, 82, 82, 82, 80, 78, 82, 82. And the only time he didn't play a whole year is when he got hurt his second year in the NBA. He had a real, like, almost like a season injury. And then when he came back from retirement, he played 17 games. But we're talking about when he started the season, barring a career-ending injury. All right, barring a season-ending injury, but barring that, he played damn near every game of his career. So this is the Iron Man. He's literally Iron Man. His name should be Michael Iron Man Jordan. Yes, I'm sure about that. I'm sure that he was the best player always in the NBA. I'm sure of that because when somebody told that to me, I argued with them until I looked it up. Oh shit, you might be right. I mean, I thought he was captain. I said, damn, you might be right. And then I looked into it. And then I started watching and listening. I heard what Magic Johnson said and what Larry Bird said. They say he's the best. Early. They say he's the best. Like, so there's video footage of them saying Michael Jordan's the best as a rookie. Okay, so let me share my screen. All right. He said Michael Jordan first three. Yo, you are okay. So now I know you don't know. Yo, Michael Jordan third year was probably the best scoring performance ever besides of Wilt Chamberlain. Michael Jordan third year, when he came off the injury, that third year, that was probably the best NBA season ever. besides Wilt Chamberlain ever. His first year, he averaged 28.3, which at that time was unheard of. Watch this. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. All right, watch this. So be careful, because when you pull up, I got these receipts. All right, so watch this. I'm going to go back. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go back. Share my screen, go back. Watch this. Come on. All right. Okay. Watch this. Let me go back. Michael Jordan. All right. Watch this. Yeah, so like I said, if we want to be correct, like we got to be correct. This guy was always the best in the NBA. Okay, his first year, 85. Okay. No, I'm sorry. His first year, that was playoffs, my bad. His first year, 84-85 season, he averaged 28.2. Now watch this. You said the first 3 years. The second year he got hurt. He only played 7 games. His third year, he averaged 37.1. He averaged 37.1 his third year. That's one of the best offensive years outside of Wilt Chamberlain. 37.1. You know he was mad when he got hurt. He was training like, I'll come back. I'm going to kill. He played 82 games that year. His rookie year, he played 82 games. His second year, his sophomore year, he played 7 games because he had a season-ending injury. His junior year, he played 82 games, brother. His senior year, he played 82 games. His fifth year, 81. His sixth year, 82. His seventh year, 82. His eighth year, 80. His ninth year, 78 games. And then 17, he retired and came back and played 17 games. And then after that, after the retirement, he played 82 games his last 3 years. This is Michael Iron Man Jordan. He didn't believe in time management. I want my team to win. And we can't win if I'm in clothes, sitting down. We cannot win if I'm in street clothes. There's no chemistry if I'm in street clothes. There's no winning element if I'm in street clothes because we're losing. If I'm not there, it's a losing environment that I can't tolerate. I'm a winner. I'm not gonna let a losing environment brew while I'm on the bench in street clothes. I'm gonna nip that in the bud. We're not gonna have a losing environment. We're gonna have chemistry. I'm out there. If I'm not out there, there's no chemistry. And we're gonna start losing, we're gonna start putting our heads down, blaming each other, and we're not gonna trust each other. I'm out there to always dictate and manage this goddamn game. I'm always out there. I'm the guy. I'm the leader, I'm the captain, I'm the coach. I'm everybody. And I'm not going to sit down in street clothes and let you guys mess up and act like a fool and think you're better. I'm not going to sit down in street clothes and let Scottie Pippen think he's better than what he is. Okay? So it's an unfair argument, and it's a dishonest argument to argue that Pippen is anywhere near LeBron. All right, we got to stop that. LeBron and Michael Jordan, that's a legit argument. Not Pippen and LeBron. That's a goofy argument. All right, so when you talk about the elites, the Shaqs, the Michael Jordans, the Larry Birds, LeBron's name is there, period. And then under that group of people, you got the Dwayne Wades, the Kobe Bryants, and everybody else. But I believe Magic Johnson can be a hybrid. Magic Johnson can like possibly be in the LeBron Michael Jordan argument, but he could also be possibly in the argument with Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. All right, because he's like a hybrid. He could be in between. So I'm not mad somebody put him up there with LeBron and Michael Jordan, and I'm not mad somebody put him down there with Dwayne Wade and Kobe. I'm not mad either way. He can be a hybrid. He could argue, you could argue, right? He's, in between. All right, so let me go back to the chat before we go back in. Okay, LeBron is the GOAT today. I'm biased. Like every other player. So I'm not dealing with hope. No, I ain't dealing with winning. I'm not talking about winning. I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about why he's called the GOAT. So I'm not talking about winning. I'm not talking about championships. I'm not talking about points. Never was. I'm talking about why he was called the GOAT in spite of not winning. And see, you're catering to my argument. I'm saying he's called the GOAT in spite of not winning, like you said, in spite of not having the points, like he said, and in spite of not having all the championships, like Shannon and Gilbert Arenas said. I'm saying, in spite of not having those things, he was still called the GOAT. Peace, Kevin. That's what I'm saying. The other guys, the Birds, the Magic, the LeBrons, like these guys needed to have those things to be in the conversation with Michael Jordan, who did not have those things. Now, look, LeBron, you said LeBron always had help. Hell no, LeBron had no damn help. But LeBron whole career had no help. LeBron finally got help, but I think he's done. Okay. I think he's done as an absolute great. I think he's still good, but as an absolute great, I think he's done. And the problem is when you're not that guy anymore, you need to step back and let everybody else do good. So Kobe Bryant, the thing about Kobe Bryant in his last like 2 years, he didn't try to be the guy anymore. He stepped back and just played with D'Angelo Russell and these guys, and he picked his spots where he tried to score. He didn't delude himself to believe he could still win. So I think Kobe Bryant last years are more comparable with LeBron. The years we're looking at right now with LeBron, I think that's more comparable because Kobe felt like, all right, we get a win, we get a win, but I don't think I'm in condition to like really compete for a championship. Like I can't do it. We need help, and I could average maybe 17. I think LeBron needs to take the Kobe Bryant approach. Okay, tell everybody else, man. Like like Mayweather always says when he does the even like Mayweather last couple fights, he was like he start playing down like who he is now. Like, I'm an older man. See, he was saying those things like so. Hey, yeah, stop putting me with these younger guys. I'm not gonna fight Keith Thurman. I'm not gonna fight these Earl Spence. Hey, listen, I'm done. I'm out. I'm retiring. I'm not. I'm closer to 50 than I am, 30. What he used to say. I'm saying LeBron should be talking like that right now. Well, he's no, it's too late now. LeBron should have been talking like that 2 years ago. Hey guys, I got a lot in me. I believe in my ability. I believe with the right chemistry, the right help, we can get it done. But I am more closer to this than that. So, I won't. I cannot put a team on my back. I mean, he should start talking down so the expectation on him is not there. Okay. AD injuries is what's keeping him out of a Hall of Fame because I always maintain that AD is better than KD. Right? That's not even close. But I believe that okay. So AD got a long way to go. So to ask, is he Hall of Fame? That's unfair. AD got at least 5 more years in it. So the question is, can he be Hall of Fame? And that's emphatically yes. Not is he Hall of Fame? He's still playing. The question should be, is there a realistic chance he could be Hall of Fame? And if you ask it that way, is yes. You can't ask are people Hall of Fame today when he still got a lot to prove. You can ask that about KD, but because AD really didn't play a lot, always hurt, he has more to prove. Okay. You can ask that about like you cannot even ask that about Bradley Bill. As good as he is, you can't ask is he Hall of Fame? Let me think who else is good that you can't ask that about. Let's see. Who else is balling hard that's too early? You can't ask about. Like, you can't ask that about Brunson. You can't ask that about Zach Randolph. Like, you can't ask, are they Hall of Fame? Kyrie Irving, is he Hall of Fame? Let me ask you that back. Do you think Kyrie Irving is Hall of Fame? All right, so I'm looking up. I'm quiet because I'm looking up David Thompson. I said I'll play some highlights. Let's see who he is. He's brother said Michael Jordan copied David Thompson and Dr. J moves. Let's look at him. Yeah, honestly, I don't think he's Hall of Fame if he retires today. Yeah, I don't think he did enough in his NBA career to be considered Hall of Fame, even though he has all the potential to be like. So I believe the top three players right now is clear. Is Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. I think AD could be number four. I think KD is there right now, possibly, or arguably, but I would say AD and KD might can fight for that four spot. I think KD's leading him right now. I would say if AD played more, uh, but yeah, unfortunately KD is in that four spot, but AD should be there. But AD might be number five. All right, so let me pull up David Thompson. All right, David Thompson.
David Thompson, Brett Hayden, what a head fake. This is vintage David Thompson.
Sure, and you don't see Ray get beaten like that very often.
Johnson. Rejected by David Thompson. Tremendous block by David Thompson. Thompson goes over and he'll just take that elevator up to about the 14th.
Yeah, I don't see Jordan so far.
Floor and put the cap on it right there.
Thompson slicing down the lane, slam dunk, oh, basket counts. Thompson just in stride, blew right down the lane past Bernard King, and Carroll coming out could only foul him on the slam dunk.
But it goes to Anthony Roberts.
Yeah, more like Dominique Wilkins so far. That's not Michael Jordan.
Probably the road.
All right, now that was more Michael Jordan right there. That move right there. Okay, so I can kind of see it now. I can see the way his body postures when he drives to the hole. It looks like Michael Jordan is like Michael Jordan like refined it. But when he so yeah, I can see that he's not stiff. Dominique Wilkins was stiff, very stiff. Michael Jordan, I would even say Kobe was stiff. Dwayne Wade was like loose, like Michael Jordan. Okay, so that drive right there, I can see that was definitely revolutionary. Like this was something you could tell this is new. This is something his style of basketball was definitely new. Okay, yeah. So you're proud just off that move right there. I could say you're probably right. I could say Michael Jordan was probably watching him as a youth. Maybe loving his style of play. He probably balled and said, David Thompson, okay. So I'm gonna play a little more, but this is the second move I'd see him do. And it was very loose. It was like very, he didn't mind like being creative. And I would say Dr. J is the same thing. So I would say definitely the way that move right there, that was like a nice, different, like the way he torque his body.
Probably the road.
Go around and then dunk. Yeah, okay. So I could see a little bit right there.
Oh, bring it down. Reverse stuffs the ball with two hands. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was flashy. That was flat. It was unnecessary as hell, like Michael Jordan. but that was flashy. Okay, all right, okay. I'm seeing something.
Against Hollins, and he steals the ball. The pass is still hot. Here's David Thompson.
I don't want to see the dunks because everybody can dunk.
And action, Ray Williams. What a block by Thompson.
I mean, like the defense part, I don't unless he's playing the see Michael Jordan was great with the passing lane. Steals from the passing lane. Like, let me see this guy play the passing lane, get steals like Michael Jordan, or help defense. This was a chase down block. Yeah.
Bibby's block. Thompson. There it is. Thompson behind his back. This has come alive. He looks like he may take charge of this game. There it is. Thompson behind his back. This that's the other end. He's
Throwing off now to Thompson. Van Leer gambled and missed. Now we'll have to hurry. Thompson. David Thompson right here when he looks up.
Yeah, so that he's very aggressive, but Dominique was aggressive. Sean Kemp was aggressive. Like he is aggressive, like a Michael Jordan, but no.
Thompson up for it. 1 point Sixers lead. Thompson. Look how high he is.
All right, let me see some other highlights. I gotta see a little more. Because I didn't see enough. I don't see like his shot, the pull up. I'm just seeing wide open dunks. I can see like a little bit, but that's not enough. Yeah, I was leaning more to Dr. J right now. I'm not really. I didn't see a lot, and I'm only okay. So now this says the whole measuring of vertical leap began with David Thompson. So maybe the dunking over people, maybe Michael Jordan like that, but Michael Jordan game I don't see is coming from this guy. Right. So far, I just don't see it.
With his explosive.
I see little things that might have influenced him to do. But nah, like I gotta see more offense, man. I gotta see more moves, more fadeaways. You know, I got jump shot. I'm not seeing a lot. All right, okay. All right. So he shot the ball, and you know Michael Jordan formed to start off his career wasn't that pretty? It looked like Penny Hardaway kind of. Okay. See the dunking part. Everybody can dunk and put stuff back. I won't really see Michael Jordan, but this part right here, I want to see this type of game where he's dribbling. I want to see the Michael Jordan in this part. He just dunking the ball. I want to see layups. I want to see layups. I don't want to see everybody can dunk. How's he finishing without dunking the ball? I ain't gonna lie. That dribble pull up. That dribble pull up. That is one of Michael Jordan's go-tos. So that dribble pull up. Yeah, I can. All right. Now, see, I want to see more to dribble pull up so I can say, because if you do it one time, that don't mean that was copy. You do it one time. I want to see do the dribble pull up enough times. And I can say, yeah, okay, cool. Michael Jordan probably got that from him. But you can't do the dribble pull up one time in your highlights, and then I say Michael Jordan. All right, it gotta be more time. Already seen that highlight. Okay, I don't want to see no dunks. I want to see facing up. I don't want to see dunks. No, I don't want to see everybody can dunk. Okay. All right. That's another one. That's another dribble pull up. All right. All right. So that last finish. All right. Okay. I can see a little bit. You know what's crazy? I asked for more dribble pull-ups and he did more dribble pull-ups. All right, yeah. Okay. I can see that. I can see I can see Dr. J and oh boy and Michael Jordan's game. And it may be more so him because he did the dribble pull-up. I've seen it more times. All right. I mean, yeah, okay. I think that's not a bad argument. That's not a bad argument. Okay. Um, yeah, but Michael Jordan did a lot of layups too. As a rookie year. He did a lot of layups, and he did a lot of face up dribbles. But no, but I can see, I can see his style in Michael Jordan's game. That dribble pull up. All right. Give me a second. Let me change the diaper. All right, all right, all right. Take me to school tomorrow. That's funny. All right. Next part of the conversation. Let's talk about these teams right here and their chances on making the playoffs. Okay. So I got the thumbs up. I got the thumbs up for the Knicks. Okay, making the playoffs. I got the thumbs down for the Lakers making the playoffs. Okay. I think the Knicks, they added to their team. OG, great pickup. He don't take away from the offense. He actually adds to the offense, and he definitely adds to the defense. He has a role that he doesn't take away from what Julius Randle like to do, and he doesn't take away from what Brunson likes to do. Uh, I still believe they're missing one more player, and I would like them to have, if I had to choose between Donovan Mitchell and DeJounte Murray, I would like them to have DeJounte Murray. I think that helped them a lot. Um, I think if they get DeJounte Murray, like the Knicks team right now, they'll be good in the playoffs, but they won't go for it. Okay, if they get DeJounte Murray, I believe they can be added to a championship prospect. Like you could throw them in that pot. Like they might not be number one, but they should be whatever the numbers are. If they get DeJounte Murray, I think they got to replace it. If there's a top 8 projected to go to the championship, the finals, if they get DeJounte Murray, I think whatever one of those teams are, they should replace one of those teams. I think because again, DeJounte Murray don't take away from what Brunson likes to do. He doesn't take away what Julius Randle likes to do. So I think he's just an extra complement, another body out there to do great play defense, and he's very good off the ball, on the ball, transition, play. He'll help him out big time, and he could take the ball out of Brunson's hand and help run point. So I think DeJounte Murray would be a great fit for the Knicks and possibly catapult them in championship conversation. If not this year, definitely next year. It takes chemistry. The chemistry part is going to make it tough for them to win it, to win a championship. So I would say next year, if he comes by All-Star, All-Star around that time, I think he'll play enough games this year to find his role in their system and their game plan to be, if they don't win this year, I think they will be a top team next year to win it all. Okay, Lakers. Here's the problem with the Lakers. The problem with the Lakers is the problem with the Lakers is the problem I have with Big Guard is the problem I have with LeBron. LeBron, unlike Kobe, LeBron thinks he still got it. LeBron thinks that he is you're not you're not going to do well if you think you still got it and you don't. Okay, so LeBron problem, the Lakers problem is LeBron's problem. LeBron think he still got it. LeBron should be content with just scoring in between 17 to 20 points. Kind of like KD, how KD balling. Like KD taking, like yesterday, KD was like 7 for 12. He had like 15 points. I think that's what LeBron should start doing. He should start trying to find a way to put his team, well, not even, he shouldn't. Okay, that's the wrong thing. It shouldn't be him doing it. It should not be LeBron putting his team in position to score. That's why they're not winning. It should be the team's job, the team, collective job to put their players in positions to score. Okay, it shouldn't be LeBron trying to make all the great passes. Like, that's how you don't win. All right. So the team, the ball should move and players should score with the ball moving without the ball being in LeBron's hand. I think they're overfeeding AD for no reason. So like AD ain't even in positions to score and they throw him in the ball. Like score. I think that's bad. And that's why that's why AD ain't really playing like he should. He's not in his positions to like be dominant. KD when KD scores, it's always where he wants to score at. When Giannis score and when Jokic score, it's always where they want to be at. Okay. But I think sometimes they're asking AD to score where he's not really in a position to score. All right. So that's that. Then you have LeBron just got to find his role. It should be away from people. So if Austin Reeves got the ball, like he should really let Austin Reeves like just play. Like, dude, like every game, like put it. Why don't you do this, LeBron? Why don't you say Austin? Instead of me scoring 34, how about I score 17 and you score 17? There you go. Okay, I think Prince is playing. I think Prince was a great pickup for the Lakers. I think he's definitely a great addition. I think he's playing absolute great basketball. I agree with Arenas. Arenas said the Lakers should start booing as soon as they mention the lineup. I think Cam Reddish in the lineup, he's just terrible. All right, so it's back to bad players. So Cam Reddish is one of those players that probably should not be in the NBA. Okay, not good at all. Not good at all. Yeah, LeBron role should be lessened. He should. That's it. You know, a sneaky 17, a sneaky 20 points for him per game. Demand more out of the other players. D'Angelo Russell should stop trying to score 17, and he should be content with 8 to 12 points. So D'Angelo should be trying to play like Chris Paul, like more swing the ball. I'll take my wide open shot here and there. It should not be I'm trying to score 20 because it's terrible. So I would say 8 to 10 points out of him. They got to find a way to get Wood and Hachimura. I think Hachimura is hurt, but Christian Wood is not hurt, and we know he can play. We know he can score 15 easily. So they got to find a way where he can get his shots up. The game plan every night can't be throw the ball to AD and watch him score from anywhere on the court. Okay, it should be let Christian Wood cook. Let him, because there's no way Christian Wood can't get 15 a game. It's just no. He's like it shows he can. When he was on with the Rockets, it shows that he can score 15 points a game. But they're not putting him there. That team is not putting him in a position to score 15 points. We don't want LeBron taking Dame Dash three. I mean Dame Lillard threes. We don't LeBron taking Dame Lillard threes. We don't want that. Unless the ball swung up to him wide open. We don't want him like his shot selection, just unbelievable. Like if I'm on the other team, I will encourage those shots. Also, okay, so now what? So now I told you what some players should do. Moore should be more involved. He give you 12 points. If you add all those points up, you'll see about 110 points coming from him day in and day out. Now LeBron should be posting up. Okay, I want to see LeBron down low because he's a great decoy. So when he's down low posting up, he's a great passer there. He's better than AD. He's better than everybody in the Lakers. Why he's that close to the rim. And being that he's that close to the rim, you have to assume he's looking to score. So I think that the game plan, the Lakers' game plan, should be surrounded by LeBron down low, not AD. LeBron on the same block Kobe played on the same block Michael Jordan played on. He should be down there, the same block Carmelo played on. I think LeBron's success, the Lakers' success is through LeBron's success, and LeBron's success is with his back towards the rim. Making plays. I'm not saying jack up a bunch of shots, but I believe if he's backing up, the ops got to believe he's looking for a shot. So now they're gonna provide opportunities for Lakers to scramble around, get open threes from LeBron that close to the basket, or even alley-oop dunks or backdoor cuts. I think the Lakers' success is in LeBron's success, and I think LeBron's success is playing back to the rim. That's it. If that happens, you see what's today's date? Okay, so we are January 12th. So we at January 12th. And I'm saying it now. If the Lakers switch their game plan, same team, they don't need nobody on the team. They don't need Zach LaVine. They need back LeBron playing back to the rim. I believe you'll see a turnaround, and they will be back listed as championship contenders. Let me read some of the chat, and we out of here. Okay. Jelly Bean Bryant. All right. So let me see what we got here. Of course, Uncle Drew's Hall of Fame. Okay. Let's see. I ain't gonna show Dr. J because I'm not showing people just to be shown. Like, we know Dr. J. We've seen highlights. People don't know who David Thompson is. I'm not even aware of his highlights. So Dr. J, we know what Dr. J has done, right? Okay, so watch the Jordan. Okay, so next time I go live tonight when we talk sports again, I will play a video of Michael Jordan speaking on David Thompson. Okay, like I said, it's not. I've watched the dribble pull up. That's a move that Michael Jordan does a lot. Okay, changes. Let me see. How was Kobe Bryant style and Pete Miller? Man, okay, okay. No, is the most underrated. I think Reggie Miller got all his props. He's not underrated. Win with what they have. Well, the next going to be this. Wood's supposed to be starting, and Hayes come off the bench, but Wood Hayes is playing. Yeah, but that's coaching. Listen, it's coaching, but it isn't ham. It's because the real coach is LeBron. Okay, so if LeBron wanted Wood to be in position to score, he would be in position to score. Okay, that's why that's why LeBron never gets a real respected coach in the NBA, because they probably would do what you just said, and LeBron will be fighting with the coach. So that's why they get these no-name coaches with no. Well, look at Walton, Tyronn Lue, Ham. Like, where these guys come from? Okay. Well, at IBM, nobody ever believes you when you say people stole stuff. I mean, yeah, like so you say stole. I mean, that's something weird to say in the NBA because everybody borrows from everybody. That's like saying a rapper stole this style. It's like, how many styles you're gonna have in rap? How many styles you're gonna have in basketball? Like the moves. How many moves can you do? You know? Dr. J is not the father, he's not the beginner of hook shots, but he's the father of hook shots. So I think you missed my point earlier. It's not about stealing, it's about becoming the father of the move. Okay, and even like debating, because you use that same word in debating. It's not about stealing and debating either. It's about being the father of that information. Okay, the source of the information. It's not about who said it first. It's about who is the reason why everybody knows this information. So same thing with basketball. It's not about who did the move first. It's about who is known for the move and who is the reason why everybody's trying to move. So with that being said, short show. Not gonna take too much of your time. I'll be back tonight. We're gonna have people call in and we're gonna have more of a dialogue. Okay, so my opinions will be challenged later. All right. Thank you for pulling up. We're gonna do some sports talk more regularly. You know, football's coming around, so even tonight we might sneak in some football. But I think we're gonna do a lot of basketball from what I presented today. I think people are gonna want to counter what I said. That's cool. All right. So man, peace. Later on, I'm probably debating some religious stuff. So although this you see the boxing glove and sports, and we do talk sports, but this channel is also known for religious debates. So don't be surprised if you see a religious debate going on. Just if you're not into that, just wait for the sports show.